Hey there, it's Chandler Clubs again here, and it's time for me to record a video. I haven't recorded videos much recently. I've been way too busy, and besides that, I haven't had all that much to say. But something happened yesterday that I think is important to talk about. Okay, so I'm working at Hy-Vee, and the cashier, who will not be named for the purposes of this, asked me, uh, you, you know, why I'm vegan. And the thing is, see what happened was, so this one guy gave her two Nature Valley bars, and she asked if I wanted one. So I just looked at the ingredients, and it had milk. So I'm like, oh no, thanks. You get them both, And she's like, you sure are dedicated to veganism or whatever. I don't remember exactly how she said that. And she said, I'm wondering why that is. And so I tried to explain, but I'm working. I'm supposed to sack the customer's groceries, so I don't have the time to properly respond here. So I'm like, well, for one thing, it's ethical because I don't want any animals to be killed. But even when somebody gives me something free, I still don't eat it because my health has improved so much since going vegan that when I do consume any animal products, then I can't digest it. Because the truth is, I've come to the belief that humans really cannot digest animal products as well as they think they can, as well as they can digest plants. And it makes sense. I really think that we are closer to herbivores. I mean, people say we're omnivores, but that's just because out of habit and tradition and perhaps necessity in times past when hunting animals was the only way for humans to survive. And I'm not going to get into that debate. But the point is, we're healthier on a plant-based diet, and I'm proof right there. And then she said something like about how she's just worried that I might not be getting all my nutrients. So let me enlighten her as well as anybody else who's worried about me as far as nutrients goes. Now, it may be true that I may not be getting as many nutrients as I would like to due to financial reasons, not being able to afford all the food that I would like to eat. So I may not be getting a variety of my fruits and vegetables all the time, but nonetheless, I'm still doing better even when I am living on the cheap. I'll eat some bananas, some apples, some grapes, some carrots, some good stuff. I like to eat out of cans a lot too, cans of vegetables because they're really quick and easy, and I eat lots of peanuts. I have peanut butter sandwiches. My mom makes her vegan chili where, all these beans and onions and tomatoes and all this cool stuff, with no meat. That's the thing, is chili doesn't have to have meat. And as far as protein and nutrients, I got some news for people who may not know this because a lot of people don't realize this, but this is just common sense once you think about this. Okay, now, when people think they're getting nutrients from their meat, dairy, and eggs, but where do those nutrients come from? If there is any nutrients in meat, dairy, and eggs, which there's probably not all that much, it's going to come from what the animals ate while they were alive. And those animals live horrible lives anyway, so it's irrelevant. I'd still be vegan even if I did die from a lack of nutrients, okay, for ethical reasons, because I'm not going to kill billions of other animals. I'm not going to support that just to keep myself alive, because my life is not worth that of those tons of other animals it would take if I were to stay eating like I used to before I saw the light and put my dark past behind me. Okay, so first of all, yeah, I'm vegan whether I die from it or not. But second of all nutrients come from the dirt, okay? The plants eat the dirt, and animals like me eat the plants. Some animals, including other humans, eat the animals who ate the plants. But either way, it's all dirt. We're all dirt. Doesn't that make you feel dirty? Okay, so that's the thing, is everything comes from the dirt pretty much. There is no nutrients that somehow magically appear in beef or dairy milk or eggs or anything that just are there because it's an animal product. It comes from the plants. And guess what? Those animals are fed crappy diets designed to fatten them up so they sell for more. They're fed, a diet of probably like corn. Like a lot of cows are just fed corn because it makes them fatter, so they sell for more. So no wonder humans are unhealthy when they're eating meat, dairy, and eggs every day, 3 meals a day, with no vegetables. And a lot of people do eat like that. In fact, the way I used to eat was terrible. I would buy like those $2 cheese pizzas because they were cheap, and I liked them. I loved the taste of cheese, but I went vegan anyway because it's not about my taste buds. It's not about what I like. It's about the animals. But my health improved. I was really fat back then. I didn't have as much energy. I was like about 202 pounds and stuff. But then I went vegetarian, and then later on I learned about the harms of the dairy and egg industry and how that does involve the killing of tons of animals. And people don't realize that. But watch Earthlings, watch Cowspiracy, watch What the Health. I mean, there's so many movies, there's so many documentaries on YouTube. If you look up, why veganism, or go to PETA's website. I mean, seriously, there's so much information out there, and I should not be the one to have to explain this. But I also understand that I live in some hillbilly town of Lee Summit where nobody knows everything, and people are religious and they've got stupid beliefs, and nobody knows what a vegan is because I'm the first one they met. I'm the only a vegan anybody knows. And because of that, they ask me questions. Sometimes people ask me questions about why I'm vegan and why I'm so committed to it. Because to even turn down free food because it contains animal products. I just can't do it. I don't want to hurt my health, and I also don't want to consume it because that gives other people the message that it's okay. If they see me eating it, they think it's okay, and they don't know whether I paid for it or whether I got it for free from somebody. So I don't want to promote it, and that's the reason. And that's this whole video is what I would have liked to say when she asked me, but there's no time while I'm working. And so that is why on my days off, I must record videos explaining veganism to the ignorant masses of the world. Because that's the only way they're going to learn. And especially if I'm the only vegan that they know, that they've ever met in their life. When people live 50 plus years, and they don't know how to use the internet well, so they can't educate themselves that way, or they're too busy, then they come across someone like me who can educate them. And regardless of the consequences, regardless of whether people hate me for it, once I explain the ethics and the health reasons for veganism, it's something I must do. I can't be silent because I'd do anything to save those animals. So anyway, that's all I can say for the moment. But yeah, don't worry about me as far as nutrients goes. In fact, you want to see something? All right. I am stronger than anybody can imagine. Okay, I work my part-time job at Hy-Vee. I work my 6-hour shifts. I lift heavy loads, and everybody who sees me at Hy-Vee knows how much I can lift. I carry so much home, and then I lift other people's heavy cases of beer and their bags of topsoil and every imaginable thing, and those really heavy turkeys and chickens that people should not be buying anyway because they're hurting their own health and killing animals. They're paying for the killing of animals when they do that. But they're heavy, and I can lift them. So here's the thing. I've got insane muscles. I did not have this much muscle back when I used to eat meat and dairy. And I used to because I didn't know better. I was just raised on it like everybody else was. But I learned. Luckily, I'm of the generation where I had the internet, and there was somebody, I could never thank this person enough, who told me that I was a hypocrite for being against abortion and pro-life if I wasn't vegan. And I'd never heard of a vegan. I didn't know what a vegan was. I just Google searched. I found books. I found movies. I learned everything. I went vegan once I understood the reasoning behind it. And that person did not intend what the consequences of what they said. They were saying that because I killed those other animals, that I should also be okay with abortion. Ha ha ha! It backfired drastically. So don't worry about me. I'm stronger than ever. I'm probably the strongest person who's ever worked at Hy-Vee, at least in the time I've been there. So anyway, that's what I've got to say. I'm strong and I'm getting more nutrients than they are. So don't worry about me and nutrients. Okay, anyway, that's it.